for the last 4 years in Chicago, and as you can hear, he has the large Polish backing in the Windy City. He feels very comfortable here, making his play as a professional boxer, and he's won all 22 of his pro fights, now at number 11 in the world. He's over the horizon. Some big fights for Andrew Gołota, but right now he takes on the ever-charging Marion Wilson. Was 2 years ago. Gołota at the time was 12-0 with 11 knockouts. But he was taken for the first time and the only time 8 rounds by Marion Wilson. Was one of only 2 guys that he has ever stopped as a professional. That was a very ugly fight. A lot of clinching, a lot of mauling, a lot of brawling. And we'll see now if Andrew Gołota, 10 fights later, has been able to find the key to take out of Marion Wilson, something that nobody has done.
One of the things that Marion Wilson learned in that first fight between these two was that Gołota was a hard hand. He felt that like one time early in the fight, that third round, and said, I am not going to get hit with that again. He promises tonight not to get hit with it again.
Gołota's taken out 12 of his opponents in the first round. Marion Wilson in shape, he is ready. He has been very busy sparring with the new heavyweight champion, Rudy Selden, preparing Selden for his fight against Tony Tucker on Saturday.
Stays young by keeping active. Describes himself as a boxer. He says he has 5 punches. He doesn't go in there looking for a knockout. Obviously, there are only 3 KOs and 7 wins. You can't do that. But he just goes in there to go 10. He's going to get a fight, and if he can get the decision, he certainly wants it. Certainly will take it.
Speaking of the fight Saturday, so while we will be going to the fight phone with a special guest who also is on hand Saturday night in action. Yes. Gołota moving in on Wilson, who gives away 31 pounds. But Wilson, a tough customer. Here's a guy who has won 1 of his last 13 fights. He's talking about getting into the heavyweight world picture. He takes a roundhouse right at Gołota. And Gołota likes this spacing right here.
Wilson says he keeps fighting because I'm competitive. So they don't get discouraged because boxing is fun. I don't think right hand is fun. That's what I am from Wilson.
10 seconds to go in round 1. This is a 10-round fight.
Easy for Gołota with his long reach. You just put the punches out there and they're going to hit something.
Second round action. In the white trunks, undefeated Andrew Gołota. And in the black, a charging Marion Wilson. He pulled off the surprise with a 10-round draw against Ray Mercer in July. But since that time, he has been defeated, although going the distance with Jimmy Thunder, we've trying to see more and more of. Herb Johnson, 11-0 fighter. Shannon Briggs, 21-0. All distance fights.
The Shannon Briggs fight you talked about, the most gifted young fighter today, says that he didn't do enough to win in that fight, and tonight he promises to do more. Of course, Shannon Briggs 21-0 with 17 KOs, able to go to distance.
Sean, what's the difference between Marion Wilson being 7-14 and being, say, 14-7?
You know, the difference is that Marion Wilson doesn't have the heavyweight power, that power that you need to be competitive at this weight. In the heavyweight division, you really need the power, and he does not have it. He is a small for the heavyweights of today, too. Only 6'1", 207 pounds. Gołota, of course, gigantic for heavyweight, 6'4", 238 pounds. There is a lot of Gołota.
And he's got a lot of knockouts, 20 of those. But Lou Duva trying to work with him. He's been with him for about a year and a half now, 6 fights. He's bringing in experienced opponents into the ring. Last few fights have been against the likes of Jeff Lankin, the former cruiserweight champ, Jeffrey Shelby, Terry Davis. Winfield, guys have been around earlier in his career, the likes of Bobby Crabtrees and the KP Porters. And he's trying to get Gołota to relax, to become a little more mobile. But quite frankly, it's a little stiffer in this fight than the one we saw him last back in November when he took out Darren Heaton in the center.
Well, when you fight a man the second time, you know what he's going to do in the fight. You go in with a preconceived notion of what you're going to do. You're more practiced. When you go in there not knowing what your opponent is about, you sometimes concentrate better and you go through what you need to do in boxing. There's a good combination for Gołota. They're also trying to take and change Gołota's style. They're trying to lower his center of gravity and they're trying to move his weight in with his punches. When you go in beginning to change a person's style in boxing, occasionally they become confused. A couple of others come to mind. George Foreman, remember for a while they wanted to make him a boxer before he retired his first career. Also Calvin Grove, they tried to make a puncher. He is a terrific boxer, but not a puncher. Very dangerous thing to do to change a fighter's style.
Marion Wilson facing Andrew Gołota. Man,
I should be lucky, that man.
You know, Gołota really has not taken the attack yet to Marion Wilson. Enjoy your line. We're still trying to figure him out. But the main ingredient for Andrew Gołota is strength. And right now, Marion Wilson keeping his distance. And Gołota just working with that. Has not turned it up. We talked about Lou Duda trying to put experience in the ring against Gołota. He has, but Gołota has yet to face top competition. He's not faced any heavyweight who approaches world-rated caliber. He was ready to step in against Larry Donald, but that's when Donald pulled out to take his fight against Riddick Bowe.
Yeah, but the same kind of opponents for Gołota, the fighters that he is physically bigger and that Lou Duda trying to relax him, that he's comfortable with. He controls the pace, he controls the speed, he controls the tempo of the fight, like he is doing in this one.
24 fights for Wilson. He's lost 14. He has never been stopped. He has been knocked down once. And that honor goes to Jade Scott back in November of '93, who eventually won a 10-round decision from Wilson. And Marion Wilson sees former sparring partner Oliver McCall, Bruce Seldon, now standing as world champion. See a guy like Ryan Butler, who's 6'10", now number 3 in the world. Takes everyone the distance. He had to draw it with Mercer, so this is his moment right here. He can knock off a 22-year-old Gołota who stands number 11 in the world. Now he will feel he wipes out that record that certainly is not working for him. 14-3, clean the slate as the new world order heavyweight champion. So that's the hope of the dream of Marion Wilson going into this fight tonight. Another followed up. He's got Gołota tied up against the ropes. Now Gołota trying to fight his way out of it. Gets some help from Sean Curtin, the referee. Oh, jumping in again. Wilson finding a hole with that left.
Wilson is not out there. He cannot stay on the outside with the long reach of Gołota. And look how close he is to Andrew now. Moving in, nose to nose, tying up sometimes on the inside, trying to wrestle with it. You got to get a fight like Gołota to those later rounds. You have to build up in the round and tire him out.
And we'll be going to the fight from our special guest at the end of this round, seconds away. And there is the bell ending round number 3. And right now, the fight phone from the in Easton, Pennsylvania. Former heavyweight champion Larry Holmes. Larry, we thank you for joining us, and I see on our Tuesday night fight schedule we have you coming up in a couple of weeks. Larry, Saturday against Oliver
Nobody wants to really fight me. And the only way I can compete is fight lesser opponents on your network, USA, which I appreciate USA giving me this opportunity. But nobody really wanted to fight me. They don't want to give me that opportunity. Alan McCall did it because he had no choice. He forced it, and nobody would buy Alan McCall because nobody knows these guys. Everybody's looking for the guys that they do know, next Larry Holmes and George Foreman, and now Mike Tyson.
If George Foreman disposes of Axel Schultz and then calls you for a money-making trip down memory lane, would you be interested?
Matter of fact, I would be very interested in that, and I tell you, I'll bring you and Sean O'Grady with me. You guys have always been with me.
Okay, so you have then officially, non-officially retired.
I'm officially retired because I don't think that phone call will ever come. But if that phone call do come, you have open invitations. You know, we'd love to have you guys sitting there ringside calling the shots. But boxing's been great to me, you know, in spite of what the outcome was, in spite of what a lot of people thought I won. I watched the tape and I thought I could have won either way. I thought I won a lot of rounds, but hey, you know, I opened my big mouth a lot of times, and now he's just taking a toll on me.
This is halfway through this round. Your impressions of Andrew Gołota, now ranked number 11 in the world, and how do you rate a guy like this, as we have been calling it now, the new world order of the heavyweight division?
Well, for guys like that, I hate to put young guys down, but we still got a lot to learn, and guys like that will be a cakewalk for Larry Holmes, you know? I don't need a whole lot of skills, I don't need a lot of endurance to beat guys like that, because they automatically walk into the punches. But, you know, nevertheless, these guys are still learning, they got a lot to learn, and this is what you're looking at for the future, and I feel sorry for the heavyweight division if it's going to be like this.
Well, Larry, you can now sit back in the easy chair, and we will check in with you from time to time. Now, we can always count on getting your opinions on the boxing world, and we will send you out those contracts. Just sign them on the bottom to you and George, those blank contracts to the USA Network to pick up that fight in case you sign.
I would definitely do that. I'd love to do it on USA, and I'd love to do you and Sean again. And it's always nice talking to you.
Okay. Thank you, champ.
All right,
on the road.
Okay.
Keep punching.
I will do.
Larry Holmes on the Fight Phone live from Eastern Pennsylvania, who has told us that he is officially retired.
From Larry's home.